Hello, loves. The topic for today is triggers and spiritual assignments. So a lot of you out there are probably feeling some anxiety, angst, nervousness, worry, fear, all the things regarding the results of the election in the United States that happened yesterday. And I realized when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, I hadn't even thought about it, wondered who won, I had no emotion connected to the election, and I realized that a lot of my friends and clients were having a lot of emotion. And so here's why I found myself in that situation. And it's not to say that I don't care, because I do care deeply. I did vote. I encouraged a lot of people to vote. I am all about exercising your right. I also vote with my dollars every single day. I'm very careful about where I spend my money and where I'm putting my energy. So, if you find yourself with this election being triggered into any of these negative emotions, the purpose of those emotions popping up for you are to tell you that you have a spiritual assignment here to do some healing work. Because oftentimes what's happening is that we are looking to our external world for validation, for security, for happiness, for lots of things that make us feel like we're okay. But the deal is that nothing external of us is ever going to make us okay. What we have to find is what I call emotional freedom within ourselves in order to be unshaken by our external circumstances. So think of it like a beautiful, wise, old, gigantic tree. When a storm rolls in and the wind blows as hard as that can, that tree gently flows with the wind, right? It doesn't get rigid, doesn't tip over, it doesn't snap in half. It flows with that wind because the roots are so deep and so grounded. Those roots could literally be going down hundreds of feet. That tree is unshakable, it's unmovable. And that is where you need to find yourself in your emotional center, is so grounded, so deeply that your external circumstances are unable to elicit a really dramatic emotional response from you. This isn't to say that we don't have feelings. Feelings are very important drivers of our decisions. They're very important ways that our intuition and our higher self speak through us. We want to honor our feelings. We want to feel our feelings. We want to invite them in and use them as a powerful tool for guiding our decisions in life. But we don't want them to take over. We don't want emotions to take us out for days on end. We don't want emotions to cause us to lash out at friends or family members or coworkers who don't deserve to be lashed out at, right? So it's sort of like creating a new understanding of what the emotions are here to do for us and how they are meant to serve us. So when those lowest vibrational negative emotions are triggered, that is a sign for you to go, aha, this is my spiritual assignment. I am allowing my outside world to orchestrate my inner world. And that's not a healthy space to be in, right? You want to be in a space where no matter what happens with this election, or getting or not getting a job, or losing or gaining a relationship, or having a child or not having a child, makes you unshakable, infallible. So the first thing to do is notice when you are being triggered and notice when you are having these big emotional responses, and then ask yourself, what is the space for healing? What is this assignment that the universe has given me? Because everything that comes our way is not by chance or accident. It is very clearly and intentionally placed in front of us as a learning opportunity. And everything that's placed in front of us is working for our highest good. There are no mistakes in universal energy. There are only lessons to be learned. There are only spaces for us to be directed to for healing. So when this comes up, ask yourself, what emotions are you feeling? Are you feeling anger, fear, frustration, depression? What is the negative emotion that's coming up? And then ask yourself, what is this external reality that I'm tied to? What is this expectation that I have? What is this story that I have created that if things don't go a certain way, all hell's gonna break loose, or my life is gonna, as I know it, is gonna be over, or the economy is gonna collapse, or whatever it is, right? A lot of times we get into these expectations. Things have to go this way. Something has to, a specific presidential candidate has to be elected, or everything's gonna be awful, right? And so we create these stories based on, if I don't get into this specific college, my life is over. We create these stories based on expectation of what we want. And what happens is, a lot of times when we create these stories, we get in the way of something far better. So if, let's just give college as an example. That's a super easy, clear one. You didn't get into choice A and you feel like now you're a failure, your life is over. But turns out choice B is actually a better fit for a lot of reasons. You're going to make better connections. You're going to be happier. You're going to meet your future partner, the future spouse of your dreams. And if you went to college A, none of those things would happen. So when we get into this control and this expectation, and it doesn't go our way, then we have all this negative emotion, all this downfall, because we're trying to control our external world. When we let go of control and we say, you know what? The universe has a better plan for me. I just don't know what it is yet. And you can surrender in that moment to what is in front of you right here and right now, and let go of the stories that we have created that are completely an illusion, that do not exist yet. We can let go of that. We become much more grounded right here, right now, in the moment, like the tree. So no matter what happens, you sway, you flow with the energy that comes your way, but you do not get taken out. Do not let your roots be shallow, or the storm will come and you will get knocked over, right? Grow your roots deep, get grounded. And when these specific emotions come up, let's say it's fear, ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? What am I really afraid of? Is this a fear that I've experienced in my past? Is this triggering a past trauma? Am I just living in a story that I believe is going to happen? Am I afraid of any number of things, right? Get into that emotion and ask what it's all about. Where did it come from? Is it even yours? Are you just feeling the collective fear? Are you buying into the fear that's coming through the media? Ask yourself where that fear is coming from, and ask yourself if it's really necessary. And bring yourself back into the present moment and realize right here, right now, you have clean air, cleanish air. You have clean enough water, food, shelter, warmth. You have everything you need right here, right now in this moment. And this is the only moment that is real. So choose very carefully what you do with your emotional center. Are you giving away your power? Are you spewing your energy out into imaginary scenarios, right? Because life is going to go on no matter what happens external. And there is a lot that's out of our control. But if we worry and fear and try to control every little aspect of our external world, we end up just future tripping all the time and not being able to enjoy the moments that we have right here and right now. So anytime you feel these negative emotions bubble up, ask yourself, okay, this is my spiritual assignment. What do I need to learn from this situation? What is the universe trying to teach me? Why is the universe handing me this lesson right now, right here? And what can I gain from it? What can I do so that the next time this situation pops up, I don't lose my power, go into a massive state of anxiety, go into depression, go into whatever takes you out? Ask yourself, because you can change that. You can gain so much grounded emotional stability and freedom that what happens in your external world cannot ruffle your feathers. Cannot ruffle your feathers. Doesn't mean we don't get taken out sometimes, right? It happens to me. I get into it too. But the trick is that you will learn to catch it and snap yourself out of it a lot more quickly and come back to your grounded, here, present in the moment state. So great resources if you want to learn more on these topics. The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. These are awesome books that will help you reconnect to the calmness and the presence of the present moment and surrendering to each moment as it comes to you, lovingly accepting the spiritual assignments that are lighting up for you based on your emotional triggers. All right, so if you are interested in learning more about how to heal this, my Divinely Nourished Mastermind is open for early enrollment. I'm going to post the video after this so you can get all the details on that, but there are 4 spots left right now. So if you are interested, there's a link in my bio for that. All right, sending you all so much love. You got this. It's all working out for our highest good. And trust that you are being divinely guided.